And should you really be humble?
Is there a clip there?
Yes.
Only in the black community is humble a good word. Humble's meaty.
Yeah,
Google the meaning of humble. It means suppressing yourself, your own happiness for yours.
I agree.
Yeah, that's meaty.
I agree.
Never, ever do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Ever. Be humble.
Yeah.
That's meatiness.
Nah, I hear that.
It's meatiness.
It's only black people that buy jewels and all this. Only black
Be
people that
humble.
buy.
Oh my God, don't like bust downs. It's us. That's what I'm saying. Lions do lion shit.
I'm not even totally disagreeing with what you're saying, yeah. But the original point I was talking about, yeah. If I've got an Asian brethren, yeah, came up, or however it may be, whether it was nefarious means, whether it was inherent, it doesn't matter. But he came up, I watched him patting up yards, patting up a business, patting up boom, 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 get self-sufficient, start generating money, boom, 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 doing that, yeah. And then I see you come up from anything, get a big windfall, big racks, same amount of money, and then I see you with 6 chains on, 2 different rollies every day, big cars, don't watch that, that's fine. But now I'm telling you, Killy, allow all that. You can do this, what my man, and the man's talking about, why do you want to be like fucking people? I'm trying to make you better yourself. I hate making you better yourself. Man talking about, lions do like, man, only in the black community.
Man is lion.
Let's
let's
get
very,
into
very
this, 'cause
interesting.
This is very interesting.
This is Mandem.
Just to
podcast,
start, yeah.
really.
I think they're arguing about 2 different things to start with. Because I think Mark is talking about like setting yourself up for like foundation and like he's saying if you had to choose one, choose the foundation, set yourself up, passive incomes, all this stuff.
Because I think, I don't know if it's the same. I couldn't remember if they were wearing the same clothes or not. But I think the conversation extends from that, where they're talking about what Margs is talking about. I think talking about like bust downs versus like buying a yard or something.
Yeah, that's a different conversation.
And Loons was like he'd rather get a bust down or something than get a yard. Like it was crazy conversation.
So for me, and we talk about this kind of stuff in our Mandem group a lot over the years and stuff. So I think it's 2 different points first of all, but I'll just talk on Loons' point. So
I think that's what we're trying to talk about.
On Loons' point. So I agree with what Mark said about building generational wealth, all that stuff. But I agree with Loons. I don't, and I always say it to man as well. Like, why would you be humble? Like, I think it depends on your character. But me, I ain't being humble. Like, I feel like, bro, what am I? We work hard, we do all this stuff, we grind, whatever. Why do I want to be the same that I was when I didn't have it? So what I am gonna do is I'm going to express myself. And I agree with him. Like, why do we have to be humble? And no one's saying, like, you can buy chains and buy yards. Like, you can do both. You can definitely do both. Yeah. Like, why do I want to be the same guy? Like, Meek says it the best. Like, he said it in one of your tunes. Like, I didn't grind to be the same, like, as I was before. So, I think being humble, humbling yourself is meaty. And, like, me personally, obviously everyone does what they want, but why would I be humble? Like, that's dead. I think that is dead, personally.
In your humble opinion.
In my humble opinion. Humble. Like, why am I gonna like suppress myself? Like,
them lot say it at the start of their podcast, isn't it? I think was it big up yourself, but never ever don't small up yourself unless we tell you to, kind of thing.
Don't small up yourself.
Don't small up yourself. Humility. I think part of humility, or why it's like respected, admired, or why people like push for it, is because they want you to consider other people's feelings. I think they think that when you are showy or you have outward signs of wealth, it's automatically like going to make the people who have less resources feel away. But I understand that, but I do think you shouldn't live your life like that. Like, if you've done X, Y, Z to get to this point where you can afford this, and you've made a decision to do it, like, you shouldn't do it. Consider, like, is this gonna make John down the road feel away? That's mad. That's actually mental. But I don't actually live my life that way. I don't have bust downs and But yeah, when I see other people with it, I'm like, fair play, man. Like, that's your choice. And I do think, humility is like, it's pushed. But like, me and one of my guys, well, like, we always say, fuck humble, like, like, do what you want, like literally. But I think a lot of it is, it's gonna make my man feel away, or like, that man can't afford that. Like, is like in the raw sense.
So
Is that my problem?
yeah.
It sounds like a you problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the people, and I've said this before, it's a lot of the man that tell you to humble up yourself. They ain't in a position where they can go and buy that.
That's yeah.
That's
It's basically
the go-to.
look after my feelings. Yeah, don't flex because I can't afford it right now.
I don't
But
like it.
a lot of men who have professed and said no, like take it easy. As soon as they get a little bit of change, they're doing they're all doing the same thing now. Yeah.
Bro, like, and Richie, we've had this
this
kind of
this
thing,
is
and I'm not
it's a
saying
debate
that.
that's
I'm not
yeah.
just saying bust downs, and a man will say we'll make you a target, but that's not the conversation. The conversation is.
Well, I think it's tiny bit of the
it's
conversation.
not. It's not.
There's material goods.
It's
There's
about-
holidays.
Yeah, there's it's about
clothing.
like, why am I gonna be? Because
restaurants.
for me going like going abroad and that. And doing like going on a nice holiday, that's not being humble, is it?
No.
Yeah.
Not if you're,
No.
not if you're showing it.
Yeah, not if you're showing it.
If you show a picture of your hotel, someone's gonna feel upset.
Like, why am I gonna go on this nice, expensive holiday that I've paid money for, and like just keep it to myself?
Like, it's totally up to you. Like it's totally up to you. Yeah, you shouldn't.
To come and enjoy this. Like, man's hitting you up. Where is that, bro? Yeah, go take your missus, take your family.
Yeah.
Cold, but yeah, I know. Richie's gonna say something different, so we'll pass over to him.
No, I feel like I'm a little conflicted on it because just in general, this is like with you, not any of your material possessions or whatever. I'm like, do you like you're into this? As oddball as it might be,
Yeah.
fucking do it because
That makes you happy.
you've got this itch that you need to scratch. That's your life purpose, whatever, call it whatever. When it comes to, I guess, humility, or for the most part, when we're talking about humble, we're talking about like wealth, innit? Or like riches, for the most part.
Resources.
Oh no, not always actually. Even it could be a talent. So I'm thinking back to like when we were younger.
Yeah.
You might have a little. You might have one. Your boy. It could be girls coming round or whatever. Bro, he can do it. Everyone knows he can do a backflip. But why is he doing a backflip now? What are you doing? Like, you just want attention.
Yeah.
So I say all of that to say I'm conflicted on it. Sometimes I'm kind of with it. Sometimes I'm kind of against it. I think it's more of a personal choice of my own. And this is kind of goes back to what I said when I started, is do what feels comfortable to you, ultimately. Like, I don't know. I feel like people think I'm humble. I don't know if I am. I don't fucking know. I just think it's more linked to.
I ain't got the MacBooks you got.
No,
It's different.
more me.
Bringing the
It's
PCs
for
out.
work. It's for work. I'm a creator.
I'm in the Apple universe.
I
You got
mean,
every
it's
year.
it's
screen gets
more
bigger,
for,
dog.
You man are so stupid.
No, you are. No, you're. I would say you're quite
like
still.
it's more though
Not
because
my choice.
I don't like. You dickhead. It's my choice.
Once it's up, it's gonna. Yeah.
I don't like attention. I
Humble by
actually
choice.
Tennis bracelets.
I actually don't
and,
like or value really like attention like that. And I think
So you're saying man that aren't humble are attention seekers?
man that are humble or
Aren't.
aren't.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
So there'll be an element
I
of
think
them
if there
that
was a Venn
craves.
diagram, then they would lean more
Okay,
into
there'd
that.
be
Yes.
a crossover.
There might be a few men that are in between, but for the most, they like attention.
Yeah, because imagine having like a
don't
mad
know- I don't
VVS, a
agree
mad
with that.
VVS
Talk less.
conflict-free diamonds, yeah. But you say you don't like attention.
Like, get the fuck out of here. That's a direct.
But you might. Your diamonds are dancing in Amazonico.
How are you gonna say that you? How are you gonna say that you don't like attention when you're doing doing the things that
Maybe
get
you like
attention?
diamonds.
No, I think the thing
That's loud
I
but
think
low,
the
but
thing
that's
indirectly
fake.
brings you. I'm not right, so I'm not disagreeing that.
It's not indirect
Some
either. Let's be
people-
honest.
No,
No.
disagree, Les, man. Disagree with him, man.
No, I'm not saying that.
Jamie wants support.
Those things don't bring. I think those things bring attention, but you might just wanna. You might like diamonds. You might like tennis
No, man,
bracelets.
no,
you might like.
I'm gonna know. I need to cut in because this is the same thing that always comes out. You might like this. You might. Nobody I know
Just
is
like things.
is truly like a watch enthusiast.
No.
Is a fucking fashion
You don't have to
enthusiast.
be an
Nobody studying
enthusiast,
fashion.
bro.
Like if you were truly invested, I would
But man are
understand it.
travellers, though. There's man that are travellers, though.
You don't have to be an
Okay, if they're travelers
enthusiast.
and they travel. Okay, that
is
kind of
that
makes
right?
sense. No, but that makes sense, does it not?
What? No, you can be a watcher. There's man that really do love.
There are some. I'm talking for our circle for the most part. Man, aren't watch
I would say
enthusiasts.
Chaos is a he likes watches.
I don't know him to be a watch enthusiast, unfortunately. But my point is like
So he can't get a nice watch,
he can get a nice
you-
watch,
yeah.
but don't tell me it does. It's not because he doesn't want attention.
or he might like
there's
the
status
look
attached to
of
it,
a
yeah.
watch.
Yeah, and the status is for what then? Attention.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I agree.
I just don't buy it. And like I think man can, and I think this happens on both sides. I can argue that this and you lot are saying that I'll get the MacBook. Whatever. I can argue both
top
sides.
of the range. Yeah.
But
Yeah, so can I though with the watches as well.
yeah, but I'm saying what I'm saying is that man that typically aren't humble want attention. Is that simple?
Yeah, and that's okay.
And that's okay, but don't pretend like I don't want to. That's the fake humble is the worst shit. Oh no, I'm dripped out in $1 million worth of clothes because I don't want attention.
Got the one of one Louis me.
Yeah, I think there's definitely there's also definitely levels to it. Like if you are dripped like head to toe in designer, whatever, the watch and the chain and the bracelets and that, then I think to some extent you want people to look at you and be like, oh right, he's
Doing
the
his
guy
thing.
or she's the girl.
You want the compliment. And
But I think if you've got a watch or a cold pair of crepe or a chain or whatever, you might just be like, I just like this shit, so I want to wear it.
I do think there are levels to it.
But I don't want man to be like, oh, like them, like, oh, Leslie's got this or Jamie's got that. Like, bro, me personally, like, I hate that shit. I just want to wear whatever I'm wearing and no one say, like, no one, like, pay attention to me. Like, nothing.
Because if Mandem even do it amongst ourselves,
Of course.
you'll see a man
But
drip
man
that
are
in
stupid
something,
though.
and man will be like,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I think
Alright, can I go bigger scale? Because I got a big jumbo jet to land.
Wow. Let him
on.
land. Clear the
well.
way, man.
clear the runway, guys.
Yeah.
Go on.
So alright, so you lot, I guess, talking lower level, right? Yeah. So if, for example, you're a family man, whatever, you might be 35, 40, guess, yeah. You got a big yard, big whip.
You got island in the kitchen.
Yeah. You go on holiday, island in the kitchen. You got the doors, the see-through thing at the back.
Bifolds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bifolds.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Bifolding, yeah.
3 bifolds, not just the 2 joint.
Everything. Yeah,
The whole wall.
you got the 70-inch pause.
Young step in the
yeah.
garden and
So
that.
on that level, yeah. Okay, so when we're talking about that level, kids are in private school, big defender on the driveway. Yeah, a man attention seeker.
I would say less so than if you did it.
Yeah, with
all
the
drip.
house, people don't say your head
I'm
to
asking you, am I an attention seeker? Am I? Is that not being humble because I've got a big yard and all those?
I don't.
Other stuff?
I
What
think,
we're basically saying is, man with P are attention seekers.
No.
that's what it sounds
that's
like
what
to me.
it may sound like.
So
Let's
that's what it
clarify.
sounds
Say
like
no
to
to the
me.
house then.
Let's clarify.
So,
it. What I'm saying
what
is,
I just said. Just please
clarify it.
No, I'm gone. No, because you've cut.
you finished.
cutting you up.
You finished.
Yeah.
Oh, love.
Bare bad driving going on. Bare bad driving.
So
Cutting
what
up.
I said, forget the jewels and then
Yeah,
the lower
yeah,
levels. Address those points. I said private
Books and
school,
water.
big yard.
I would say-
and a nice car.
I would say no. I would say what I think it actually comes down to, and ultimately where this, you could say this, if we were to, what's the word, concentrate this whole humble debate, what I think it ultimately comes down is to values, to things you value. And your house is something to value. Your kids' education is something to value. Having a warm yard is something to value. Cooking home cooked meals or whatever are things to value.
Yeah.
Having watch and whatever it may be, for the most part, even I've said it bedtimes, watches, bro, man, you ask a man with a rollie on or whatever what the time is, he'll look at his phone. Because like it's not
Status.
for that.
Yeah.
It's not for that, and that's the reality.
And he might be like, can't tell time and that. If they're from ends,
Man can't tell it on an
he might
analog.
strut out here, be like,
Only 24-hour clock. Like.
need a teaching assistant. And I was like, oh,
I
God.
think in general, like, I think the other part is like, if you're a king, and I mean like royalty.
I'm triggered.
I mean, you
I don't know why I'm not rich, but I'm
you can
triggered.
respond.
No, I know I can.
In a sec, just let me finish.
Land, man.
King royalty.
If you're a king or whatever, and you want to be among the people, you can't. In a way, you can't really do king shit. And I'm saying this around kind of friends, and I think this is why certain man might feel triggered.
Yeah.
Because you're not. It feels like you're not. For some people, it
agree
can feel
with
like
You're not one
a
of us.
community
Yeah.
anymore.
You
And-
switched up.
Yeah.
We just
But
want.
that's what
you
we
should
should
be
be
our
doing,
friend.
though.
Exactly.
We should
That's
be
what we
switching
should
up,
be
though.
doing. We shouldn't be.
We should
saying
all
the
be
same.
right.
Was it high rise, high tides?
High tides,
raise
right.
Why are we
ships?
mad at the
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
that's
yeah.
moved to, I don't know?
Wherever.
No, I don't think anyone's mad at it.
God, no, but you're saying that though. You're saying the man are doing king stuff, yeah. The rest of the group are chewing. I'm vexed at that.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. What I am saying is
Isn't that
that.
what you just said?
No, I'm saying from the perspective of
It creates a
the common man,
difficulty or a
you can
distance.
see that it doesn't feel like we're the same anymore. I'm not saying we should be the same, but when you're in a community, you always you feel like you're the same.
But then there should still be if it's real like there
Right.
are things which still
And
like
vice
I might come and link you lot in my new LV or my new Louis VT.
Yeah, and
but
we're gonna
we
kill
still
you for
like
it.
You're gonna
road
get shot
bikes
for that. You're an
together.
attention seeker though.
We still like I
but-
fixed your puncture on your tires like and we shared like Snickers
100%.
duo.
But
It's-
you're not humble for that, and you're an attention seeker according to What Rich is saying.
The Book of Rich.
That's what I'm saying.
The Book of Rich.
I don't think there's no right answer here, innit? I'm just saying, if you lot are talking about
people's
on the base
definitions.
level, you talk about the base level, right? The drip and what we see every day. But when we look at man that are 40, 50 and have the big yards, bear man look up to those people.
Yeah, I think it should be. You should see it as inspiration as opposed to a cause for conflict or a point of difference between us. It should be like,
if I had the big yard,
invite me to the barbecue,
and then
which we won't have.
I had the barbecue that we don't have. The big yard, I get the jacuzzi. I'm not humble because I've got the jacuzzi.
And don't
That's
get it twisted.
inspirational now.
There's
But I'm
nothing.
saying that's the value thing.
I'm saying like you can do all of these things.
You know what I mean? I'm
joking.
Be successful, but not too successful. That's what
No,
man
it's
wants.
not even that. I'm saying you can be these things. I don't have an issue with anybody being
Any of it.
not humble. It's not the way I choose to be.
Yes, yeah.
But just know that you can do those things. And all I'm saying is, it as a effect or side effect, let's say, because I don't think you want this to be the thing. That
brings attention.
People will you will garner more attention. I don't know if you want.
And that's what I was trying to say is that you don't intentionally. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody intentionally does it.
I think
just brings.
I don't know if I.
And there's different types of attention as well.
Not everybody.
You might get the compliments, and then you also get
some people do it because
Mandem
it's what
looking at you
everyone's
like
wearing. So I
switched
want to
up.
wear the same thing. So man say, oh, like your t-shirt's cold, or
You might get haters.
you might get
I
haters.
call this wealth shunting.
Some man just wanna
Hey,
just
protect
wanna
the
wear
rich.
That's what it feels like. to me.
Protect the wealthy.
Like, it's like all our lives we've always strived to
get more, 100%.
But then
when you get it,
come back,
Come
here.
back.
come back here.
come back here.
You're not humble enough.
I don't think
for
it's
us.
that,
You're
you
not
know.
humble enough. No, Rich, I get your point. Yeah, and
I don't think it's
agree
that.
with some stuff you're saying. Yeah, but a lot of the time, and we have these
And this
conversations.
isn't at
in the
Rich
group, bro. This ain't
directly,
at
yeah,
Rich.
yeah.
I'm a
We have
figurehead.
these conversations all the time. When a man does well, he's then dragged for not being humble, and he's showing off now.
Small
but
up
all he's doing
yourself,
is being better. And this is, bro, a man could have no kettles, no jewels. Yeah, he buys a fat yard. Big cane Corso, dogs there, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
And then man are like, oh, like,
How many family holidays?
your yard's too big.
Yeah.
I think it ultimately comes down to values and just valuing the right things. And I do actually think there are.
Right is air quotes.
No, I don't even think there is.
For you,
I don't think there is.
Right. Oh,
I think there is.
Oh,
factually
concrete.
right.
There's
Like,
concrete, right? Yeah.
If you've got a ute, raise your ute. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
There's no black and white.
But it's
Factually.
not factually right to put your youth in private school.
Why? You want the best for your
No,
child.
no. But you could put your.
don't have to.
You could put your.
Yeah.
It's not like
but
you're not
that-
factually wrong for that. Like,
No, but
'cause
I'm
your
saying
youth can
it-
still be in
then-
school. Like we all had a good education of turned out all
Decent
right.
education. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm talking about
decent,
values.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
should value your child
Uh-huh.
getting the best education.
Yeah,
I don't
fair.
think that's.
value,
I don't
okay,
think
yeah.
anyone can argue
That
with
should be universal.
That's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think there are certain values that are facts. Like
But I'm telling you now,
I know what you're saying.
I'm telling you now, if you put your youth in private school, there are people that are going to
Well,
be
fuck
talking.
them.
No, but this is what I'm saying though. This is part of my
no, but
point.
that's also my thing though. Like
That's
do
why
what
you're
you're gonna do,
conflicted.
and it's still fuck them. Even if you're not humble, still fuck them, man. They don't want what you think is best for you.
Yeah, I'm just
Sorry,
saying this
sorry.
is still part of my point. Oh, so and so's easy. You know, he's in. Do you know what I'm saying? Innit?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're
They
still,
went to
you're-
for a holiday. They spent
you're
this
still-
much on the holiday, and
People in
That's-
your
but-
subculture are still chatting shit.
That's
about
hate though. I mean, like, I don't think you're not.
and
Gonna
that's
necessarily have-
is that a reason why you shouldn't? But then, yeah, if it's hate,
There's a fine line.
you shouldn't be like you should push against that.
You should push against the hate.
Yeah, like
Oh,
people
100%.
worrying and say, oh, right, they spent this much and we only spent this. Like,
100%.
like that shouldn't really be
It's
a
like for
talking
a long
point.
time, Jamie. I think you've used this example for time. Like, there's a youth who's got a mad whip, but he's still living that yard. That's bad values.
That's values. Values is. I think values is a different
That's bad
conversation.
values.
I think values is a very
No, but that's
different
what I think
conversation.
it comes down to. Ultimately,
Yeah.
for me anyway.
But anyway,
I can't speak for next man.
Yeah, but we went
For
from
me-
we was talking about being humble and attention seeker. Now on value, so I feel like that's different.
Yeah, so I'm tying them the two together in that the things that I'm going to say are unhumble, or you could say shouldn't be, or the things that irk me, let's say,
The things
are the
you
things
don't
that
value.
when. No, I don't think it's the things that I don't value. I think it's when a man's just doing something that you could even argue has no value, and
Yeah.
and then he says he doesn't want. He's not an
And
attention.
Rich,
seeker.
you're saying them man tend to be the attention seekers and less humble with those values that you're talking about.
typically,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
That's fair.
typically,
Cool,
That's
nah,
fair.
I got what I wanted
That's
off
fair.
my chest.
typically.
That's
But
fair.
yeah, man, guys, man, just live your life, man. Life's short, man. Don't be humble.
Go on, Dan.
What do you think about his point? If we break it down, he said it's only in the black community they say be humble.
I think
If you have, your Asian friends, your Mediterranean friends, South American friends.
I feel like it's hard with them communities. I don't really know what they say.
A few of them, they've kind of adopted
Some
the
Western.
The Western. I'd say the more hip hop style of things. Like,
But
I see
then
the
do they
Asian,
say-
that my Asian dons are dripped out.
Yeah.
They're doing. They might even be
drip
doing
all the way
more
out.
than the black youths. I wonder in their community, they kind of like tone it down, brother?
I reckon there is. I reckon there
so.
is because I've
it's
got
gonna
Asian
be-
friends, and I reckon there is a bit.
The elders are saying
It's going to be a divide.
Yeah,
In the sense, it might be exactly the
No,
same.
I'm sure there is. Actually.
I mean, the way I kind of look at both is like English. When you look at like English rich, and I'm not talking like Essex. I'm talking
you're
like
talking land,
kind of old money. And then like
the Shires,
American new money. They might go and get the
stately
Lambo.
homes. You're saying stately homes.
And
and
I'm, do you know
Eurus. They're in the
like
Eurus.
those things are looked at as uncouth, as we said a couple of like. So I don't know. I don't know.
And I also do think as well, we do give rich, wealthy white people a pass. We kind of say like they do wealth properly, when the reality is your Steve Jobses of the world. Like people say, oh, he just wears like New Balance jeans and a roll neck, but the roll neck's Izzy Miyake.
Yeah, it's not.
Like,
Like,
Zuckerberg's wearing. He just wears plain t-shirts.
Yeah. Feel the
They're
t-shirt
like
and
Zenya
know how-
t-shirts,
yeah.
which are like $4.50.
You know how much
so like
the t-shirt-
the t-shirt. Yeah.
Feel the
We're
t-shirt
talking about
and
like
we don't wear
humility.
the same
It might
t-shirt.
just not have garish outwards logo, but they're still doing their thing.
Yeah, we're not buying a t-shirt from the same place.
He's not H&M in it.
No.
He's not Uniqlo in. He's
would you
not
say
3
that
for
that's
20.
more humble than him wearing? If he had, there's a same tee but with mad logo on it. Same version of the same man.
Is
Because he doesn't want the attention.
it's probably not humility, man. I think it's just different tastes.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's different taste, because then he'll still go to his big yacht. Like the yacht, is that like humility? Like it's not.
No, that's the opposite.
This is literally the opposite. Or you go this skiing resort in Zurich, or then you go to Colorado to do your ski.
And
like,
that's cold. You're a billionaire, bro.
Dude,
Do that,
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm saying always do you, regardless of how next man feel. But just know, if man feel a way, that you might be playing into it.
And one thing I will say, it would be in just terms of like Mandem and whatever. It would be comical. Is comical the word?
Yeah, probably.
Or it would be
If I-
very,
if
it would
I
be
think
very
what you're gonna
funny
say.
to see if everyone became a millionaire tomorrow, won the lottery.
how it plays out.
If everyone's still humble, that would be or everyone's going to turn into a attention seeker. Because now, like I said, it's very easy to say it when you're
When you can't or you don't have it.
and then it's very easy to shun that person because you know who's driving that or whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of, do you know what I mean? But if everyone was a millionaire, bro, we wouldn't be doing a podcast here, bro.
Different kind of studios.
So, but that was a great topic.
Yeah, I think humility, man. It's a tough one, and
It's a
I
tough
think
one.
the main thing is with humility. I think Weiss preached is you just don't want to upset them kind of thing. Like just tone it down because them man they ain't got it yet, or they might never have it. Like worry about them. Like go just be rich, but not rich enough to hurt my feelings or their feelings, which is mad.
I don't like the idea of that.
Which is crazy. Yeah, don't stunt your growth. Like you've worked hard enough, wherever that be. Nefarious means inheritance.
Yeah.
You've locked up on this money. It's yours, isn't it? Do you want?
I guess my thing is like, don't forget your people, kind of thing as well, in it, which it sounds kind of weird.
Mad.
But I think of,
don't
do you know,
know,
I think
Rich.
of like
when you
I think
say
of-
when you
I
say
think of,
what
like,
do you mean?
Muhammad Ali is who I think of. He would have been multi-millionaire, gone, making all ridiculous P, but he was still loved by the people.
Yeah.
Because and I think
His
that's
actions, yeah. I think
I think
actions.
it's,
I agree with you.
and
I
I
don't
think
think you
it's
should
because of
forget
his
your
values is what connected him with the people. I think as you grow, it's easy to come off path and forget about what you value. It's easy to just be keeping up with the Joneses or
But
whatever.
I think you can
you can have both.
like you can
But
you
you
can
can
go and
still
link
not forget
the
where you
Mandem
came from.
in-
But it's
in
rare.
your Louis
Is
V.
what I would say. It's
Link
quite
the
rare.
Mandem.
Remember what they say? I mean, we've seen it when you do link the Mandem and it goes Pete Tong, get your chain robbed or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can't win. You actually can't win as a young man. Like in that kind of subculture, like you can't win, bro. You leave, you achieve.
All those Americans,
you stay-
go back to their hoods.
yeah.
Yeah. You
Go back-
usually
go back
end
to
up
your
dying
hoods.
in the
Yeah.
same
This
place,
is what I'm
but with
saying,
just
like,
different
buying
chains on.
cookies,
Yeah.
bruv,
Yeah.
R.I.P. Dolph, man. But
100% leave the hood though. Like,
Anyway,
like,
the most
if you're in that
important
kind of
thing-
No, Rich, you shouldn't leave the hood. 'Cause
Staying in the hood's not humble.
people will feel away.
You can leave the hood and be humble.
You can leave the hood, man. Then people
You
be
can
like,
100% leave the
why
hood
did
and
he
be
leave?
and humble.
you don't give it back.
It's not safe, bro.
Why do you
Like,
leave?
bro, that's values. Like, your safety should be number one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I'm happy we had Jamie on for that one particularly.
Yeah, I'm glad. But that's
Bun
great.
Bun
Cheers.
Bun Kendrick, man. Be humble.
Be humble.
Man. Not me, man.